Hello, I'm back. It's your girl Carolyn with Noteworthy Media, and I am doing the Basketball Wives LA Season 4, Episode 3, I think. Review. I'm trying to get back into reviews. I was doing them back in the winter and I stopped. But I'm trying to get back into it for the summer because it's a lot of good shows coming up this summer, and then the fall is coming back, so our favorites are coming back. How to Get Away with Murder and all the great ones like that, so I can't wait. So I didn't take a lot of notes, just a few things I want to point out. But Shawnee forgives Jen, Evelyn doesn't. That's where we pick up at. Jennifer always blames it on, I'm going through a rough time, going through the rough time. She just like annoys me because at some point, Jen, you have to take responsibility and accountability and just say, yo, I'm a fucked up person. That's what it is. So basically it boils down to Evelyn's still mad at Jennifer because Jennifer said some really bad things about her daughter when they were in, I forgot what city, they were overseas last season. And Jennifer, Evelyn just could not forgive her for that. She was like, no, when you talk about my kids, you cross the line. Remember, Evelyn and Jackie got into it last season too about some things Jackie said about Shawnee's too. So Shawnee's has been a hot topic. We're not gonna get into that. We're just gonna get into the fact that she, Evelyn don't want you talking about her daughter. That's period, point blank, the bottom line. Anyway, Jennifer keeps bringing up the fact that, it's because my mother died and da da da, and they just like not having it. Well, Evelyn is not having it. She like, so your mom died, that gives you the right to be an asshole? Like, that don't make sense. So then she starts talking about, well, it's grief and I haven't dealt with it. Evelyn leaves the room. Shawnee, she's a bleeding heart, so she goes over to her, gives her a hug, and she's like, I can't just be, unforgiving like that or whatever. So Tammy, Shawnee, and Jackie meet up for lunch, and they're trying to catch Tammy up on what happened because Tammy didn't go. Tammy learned her lesson. She's over it. She's grown. She's above it. And I don't mean grown like adult. I mean like she's grown over it. She is an adult too, but she's over it. She's like, look, I'm not even gonna put myself in them situations anymore. I have a husband, I'm a mother, these things are popping off. She got her little spinoff for one episode, which was absolutely and utterly horrible. She does not need to go. She does not need a spinoff at all. It was terrible. But I think she would do good on some platform with other women, like a sister circle type thing. I don't want to knock her whole hustle, but as an individual, I don't think it didn't work. It was no magic at all. But anyway, so they're catching Tammy up from what happened, the meeting with Jennifer, and Tammy tells them that her ex-husband, her daughter's father, Kenny Anderson, basketball great, suffered a massive stroke. And prayers out to Kenny. I don't know what's going on with him. I was supposed to check for the update and I forgot, but I hope he's recovering well. The girls just say, hey, we're here for you. They offer their prayers and support. The new girl, Phoebe, who I think is Lance Stevenson's girlfriend or ex-girlfriend, her and Evelyn are going to tattoo shop, and she's getting a cancer tattoo in honor of her grandfather. He found out he had cancer too late and passed away about 3 weeks later. So she kind of grieving through that, and she admits that a source of her anger issues comes from the loss of her grandfather. But she's getting a cancer tattoo with a cancer ribbon tattoo in honor of him. And Evelyn just, supports her. And she's like, well, you need to deal with those issues. If you see that that's where the source is coming from, it's easily identifiable, then go ahead and deal with it, because you don't want to end up acting like Jennifer in these streets, okay? And we don't need a repeat of Jennifer. But Phoebe seems like a whole nother type of animal. And I mean that in a loose way, not an animal, but a whole type of another vibe, because Phoebe ain't about the bullshit. Like, she coming straight down the middle. She gonna tell you what it is, how she feel, and she's not gonna back down. She gonna stand up. I think she's from Brooklyn or Bronx. I think Evelyn's from Bronx, so she must be from Brooklyn or somewhere in New York. And y'all know the respect that New Yorkers have. They don't play that, okay? They straight up in your face type people. So OG, CC, and Malaysia, Jackie meet for dinner, and OG is not here for Kristen. She wasn't here last season. She's not here this season at all. She doesn't believe that Kristen is authentic or happy, and doesn't like how she's been treating Cece. Because Cece's been going back telling OG how she really feel, although Malaysia is trying to heal the process and bring the family back together. Cece is not being honest with everybody. She's going to them, and I mean Malaysia, Kristen, is saying, yeah, I do want to work it out, I don't want to fight, but then she's going back to OG and saying, well, I don't really believe her, I don't trust her. So OG feels like, you know, because Cece is telling her all that, you know how you tell your friends stuff about your boyfriend and they hate him now, and then you take them back and your friends still hate him, and it's like, girl, why you acting like that? Because you done filled her head with all that stuff, now she hate him, and she can't get over it, even though you done forgave him. It's the same thing with OG and Cece. So OG talks to Cece about the family dynamic to get to the root of the issue. It appears that Cece is playing the fence. OG says something different, and seems like Byron and his son aren't really talking about the issues either, because I think OG said something about, well, what did Byron say? What did Thomas say? And she was like, well, they're still not talking. So, but girl, we got some tea to drop on that, to what happened with that whole story. We're going to get to that a little bit later. So Evelyn was dealing with some inflammation, skin issues, and it still sounds like she's dealing with some kind of congestion, nasal issues when she talks. So I'm not sure all of that is really cleared up, or she's gotten to the root of the exact problem. But anyway, somebody introduced her to some CBD cream or oil. So in her healing journey, she decided to invest in a company and create a CBD skincare line, which is so cool. I'm here for that. I need to know the website so I can order some, because I deal with eczema and hyperpigmentation and dark spots and all this stuff. So I'm here for it, Evelyn. As soon as you sell it, girl, put it on the website, let me know. She's planning a focus meeting for the girls to meet, and invites everybody except Tammy and Jennifer. So Tammy and Jazz talk. Jazz is Tammy's daughter, the one that does music. And by the way, if y'all haven't heard Jazz music, y'all need to check Jazz out. Jazz is the bomb, okay? She can rap, like the girl got a flow, like Jazz is she's that. She is that. She's gonna be a major rapper. I don't know why they haven't like blown her up on BET and stuff yet, but Jazz can rap. She got some really good songs. Anyway, so Tammy talks to her about the marriage, her new marriage to Reggie, how everything's going, and she asks her, you know, how she feel about her dad being sick, and Jazz is like, well, you know, we never were really close, but I still didn't want anything like that to happen to him. So I'm kind of sad that, you know, because we're not close, that you know how somebody in your family start getting sick and you're like, you know, I know we're not close, but I still don't want you to go through that. Like, I don't want no harm to come to you. So and then Jazz thinks like, Mom, if I ever got that phone call that happened to you, I would lose it, you know, because Tammy is extremely close with those girls. I think she probably a little closer to Jazz because her other daughter, Lyric seems to be a little more independent. Not that Jazz isn't independent, but she just seems to be a little more like, okay, I'll see y'all at holidays, or I'll make a special trip. But Jazz seemed like the kid that goes over there and talks to her mom 4 or 5 times a day, which is cool, nothing wrong with that. But so Tammy says, so Jazz says, you know, Mom, you really need to stop smoking, because smoking leads to heart attack, leads to strokes, all of that. And Tammy's like, yeah, I know, but I'm really addicted. Like, I don't know how to stop. And Jazz was like, well, if this doesn't show you how to stop, then I don't know what else will motivate you. And, you know, I'm kind of shocked that Tammy picked up smoking, because she has diabetes. You know, they were getting on her saying she looked sickly because she was losing so much weight. But she was losing weight because she's a diabetic, and she was trying to be as healthy as she could be at the time. So I don't understand how she picked up smoking to think that that would be a healthy way. Because, I mean, you're dealing with insulin and sugar, and I don't know. I don't know. I ain't gonna judge her, but I'm just saying it just don't seem like that would be a healthy alternative. Neither is drinking for diabetics, but especially smoking. But so she later goes on to see a hypnotist. And I'll be honest, I didn't watch that part because I thought that was kind of fake. I don't really get into that. So I didn't really understand the whole thing. It looked like she put her under a spell or something because she was out. And then the lady said something and she jumped up. And I was like, hold on, wait a minute. That's a possession or something. I don't know about all that. So anyway, Evelyn takes Carl Jr., her son, the baby. Well, he's not a baby. He's about 4 or 5 now. To buy some equipment for baseball. I guess he's gonna start playing baseball, and she invites Malaysia to the focus group, and then it cuts to the scene with Jennifer. I think Jennifer and Kristen, and she says she don't care what. So Kristen apparently told Jennifer what Evelyn thought about her and this and this and that, and Jennifer trying to act hard like I don't care what Evelyn thinks, and she got into this whole stupid explanation that I don't care what she thinks because she accused me of being an asshole after my mom passed, and that's not cool. Jennifer, you're deflecting and you're dragging this shit out because she didn't say that until way later. The fact of the matter is that you talked to Shani about Shanice. What should have happened was you should have went to Evelyn when it first happened. When Shani put you on blast and said, yeah, she talked about your daughter, you should have said, look, Ev, I did say some things in the anger, in the moment when we weren't talking. I didn't think that we would ever talk again. I'm deeply sorry. I will apologize to Shanice myself. That would have killed everything. But the fact that Jennifer kept saying, well, she did, and I ain't this, I ain't taking it back. You know, it's almost like a I ain't taking it back type thing. And that's annoying for you, a friend. How can we have a friendship when you can't apologize? You know, and you just want to keep compounding the conversation and saying, well, you did this to me, so like you're justified in what you said. No, Jennifer, no, we're not here for that. I don't know why they brought you back. We don't really need you with this dynamic. They brought Phoebe, and as soon as Phoebe's story begins to unfold, it looks like she's going to be a good addition. I'm kind of concerned about her anger and aggression. She looked like she would jump on somebody, and not like I don't think she looked like she can handle herself, her words, but she also looked like she would throw them hands. So I'm kind of concerned about Phoebe in the latter as we get her story unfolding. But I feel like, Shani, come on. As big as that NBA league is, you can't find 2 or 3 more girls who want to come up there and talk about their life and share their experiences and stuff. Like, let's just DX. That's a military word. Let's just DX Jennifer. I'm tired of her. I'm over Jennifer. This season, I'm done. I'm making an executive call. We do not want Jennifer back next season. Okay? We're done with her. So anyway, Evelyn invited all the ladies over to the CBD product testing, and Cece is telling the girls about her engagement party. Kristen's there. She even invites Kristen to the engagement party. So she's trying to make some restitution in their relationship, and but Kristen can't go. She has a cancer walk in honor of her mom, and she's saying that, you know, she already made a commitment. She can't miss it. Otherwise, she would be at the engagement party. And Cece tells them, well, you know, I haven't been feeling my best either. I had an ultrasound done, and I don't know really what's going on. Could be cancerous. I don't really want to know until after the engagement party because I don't want that on my mind prior to. So OG comes in, and she tries to take the scene and takes the shine, and she wants Cece to say to Kristen's face what she's been saying behind her back. Now, that I don't really have a problem with, because I think if you're friends with a group of girls, somebody has to play the mediator. Somebody has to say, look, you've been saying this is how you really feel, but when you get in front of her face, you don't really say that. So you need to say that. The problem with OG is it's the way she handled it. The way she handled her in her, not her approach, but her in her purpose was absolutely correct. I agree. Cece should say to Kristen's face what she's, especially since Malaysia gave her the opportunity and said, have you been saying anything behind her back that she needs to know? Oh no, I can't think nothing I could think of. Oh, you can think of it because you know exactly everything that you said to OG. And since you didn't, OG helped to remind you and bring it back to your remembrance. Okay? So OG goes off and she tells Kristen she's fake and she's fraudulent and she borrows CC clothes, and she just stops. She just starts saying all this stuff, you know, that had to come from CC, because it's stuff like, how would we know that she getting stuff out your closet? How would we know certain things are being said? And then, honey, OG drops the Gap Band bomb on us, honey. She reveals that the truth of the matter is Thomas is not Byron's son, honey. Child, when I tell you, first of all, OG, you're dead wrong. You're dead, completely, utterly, absolutely dead wrong. Okay? Because that was not your place to tell. CC, you're dead wrong. Okay? Because you and OG don't even know each other that well for you to confide that big a secret to her. Okay? Especially knowing that OG already had some kind of offense toward Kristen. Both of y'all are wrong. Kristen, you had every right to whoop. You trying to whoop the wrong person hindparts. That's the problem. You trying to go after OG. You should have been trying to whoop CC hindparts for that one. That's who you should have been trying to get to. But I don't know if I really believe Kristen in that moment, because I felt like she was being a little extra, all that hypeness. Like, the way OG tried to say it was like, it's not a big secret, like people did know, you know. And then even Malaysia didn't seem taken aback that she revealed it, or what the content was. She seemed more upset that it wasn't OG's place. Like, you see me trying to get these girls together, and here you are continuously keeping a wedge between them. For what reason, I don't know. So it seemed like to me Malaysia would have been more upset, saying, why would you, how do you know that? I need to talk to my uncle and find out, is this really true? Because this boy grew up like my cousin, you know. So I take issue with that. But OG, you dead wrong. CC, you dead wrong. Kristen, you're not wrong in your feelings. I just think it was over dramatic. I think you knew that Thomas isn't really Byron's son, but he raised him. I think it's been the family secret that everybody talked about, and he knew. But it's one of them things where, like, no, you're my son. I raised you. That you're a son to me. But he knew I'm not your blood son, though. So, child, we'll see what happened next week, because Kristen ran out in the hallway and she started shaking the table and she started going off and all this stuff. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll follow up next week. And I'm going to try to be, try to catch up and start doing reviews more often, because I do want to get in the habit of doing them a little more, especially with all these shows. We got Saints and Sinners coming back Sunday. Let me see, Greenleaf is coming soon. Let me see if I can find what else is coming real quick. Okay, so we just lost T.I. and Tiny on Mondays, but we still got Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. We got Ambitions on Tuesdays. Yes, I would definitely be reviewing them. I think Games People Play is off, but I'm pretty sure they're going to get renewed for a second season, because they were great. Pose is here. Tales just started. I haven't watched it yet. I'm going to watch it this weekend, review it. Blackish comes back in September, which I don't think they really need a review, but just for people who watch TV. Basketball Wives LA, Black Ink Crew. Oh, there's 2 new shows coming on channel Reels, REELZ. It's called Funny AF, at 10 p.m. on Wednesday nights. It looks really good, look really funny, kind of like a revival of Comic View, if you used to watch that back in the day. And then there's a show on the IFC channel called Sherman Showcase at 8 p.m. on Wednesday nights. How to Get Away with Murder comes back September 26th. I think Little Women Atlanta is still on, and I always wanted to review that. I don't know why I haven't. Growing up hip hop, and sometimes I get bored with them. I do like Atlanta a little bit better than the LA one. The LA one just takes me out, but I hope they get rid of Kendu Isaac's daughter because she's annoying. But I do like the Atlanta one because I like Deb, I like Brad, I like Ayana. I like Bow Wow. He get on my nerves. No, we can lose Bow Wow. Hustle and Soul when they come back. Iyanla, I don't really like to get into Iyanla because Iyanla, she take my breath away. Like, she sends me into these real deep, like, I need to search my soul moments, and I don't know if I'm ready for that type of vulnerability on YouTube. But we got great shows. We got To Have and To Hold Charlotte, which I'm gonna start reviewing. Love and Marriage Huntsville is coming back for another season. I follow Carlos King on Instagram, and he's already dropping some hints. Also, Black Love OWN documentary comes back August 10th on the OWN channel. And I saw Candy and Todd and a couple new fresh faces up there, so that should be pretty good too. And then we in the Real Housewives Potomac season, and I only do Potomac in Atlanta. I don't do the other girls, no offense, I just can't understand it, don't get it. But Saints and Sinners I will be reviewing, and Sunday's Best, I think I'll be giving my commentary on that because I do watch that. So I'll see you guys tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday, one day this weekend, and catch up with my other reviews. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at noteworthy_media group, and on Facebook, Noteworthy Media Group.